we've done a good job of using data in the past, and we've done okay with the growth mindset piece. But our challenge was really the engagement and personalization. So I think that this really is a great first step for us in, bringing that into focus, and really being able to have some highly successful strategies, in our tool belts, that we can start passing along to all of the teachers, not just those who are part of the program this year. So I'm looking forward to, taking this step, and what's to come.
I think another cool thing is that when teachers think about professional development, sometimes it just feels like it's another thing on our plates. And this could not be further from the truth, I feel like, for the Teach United. And so I feel like there's been a lot of things where instead of being like, oh, I've never tried this at all before, I'll just implement. I mean, there has been a couple of things. I shouldn't say there hasn't been, but there's quite a few things where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to change it a little bit the way that I'm doing it. I've done my opinion writing coffee house. That's also one of my favorite things ever, for several years now. But this was the first time that I just tweaked it a little bit to provide students more choice. And it's hard to figure out how to, especially in the younger grades, when kids get stuck and they need a little bit of support, they oftentimes will just sit and wait and don't know what to do. So providing a visual choice board for them of, okay, you need help on this part, but there's other things you can be doing in the meantime, that changed the entire dynamic of the writing time in my class. And then I think one of my one-on-one coaching calls with Megan, we talked about these treasure maps that I had made with my kids. And instead of just saying, okay, you here are the directions, you have to measure this, to this, and that's 5 inches. I had, you can do inches or centimeters, you can do whole numbers or half numbers. I can give you the directions or you can make up your own. And it was really split. That was one of the coolest things that I think would be cool to see other teachers in other classrooms going forward, was I kind of had an idea of who I thought might want more directed instruction and who would want to be more independent, but it was a 50-50, 6 wanted this, 6 wanted this. And I was so glad that I was able to, with Teach United in the back of my mind, give them an intentional choice of how to proceed with their learning. And I think incorporating conversations like that with other teachers and collaborating and helping them understand that it's not just this completely separate thing, just change a little bit of what you're doing, can make such a big difference.